Have you ever looked up one day and realized you're 20 years into your career and you're really not sure how you got here or what's next? You did what you were told to do. You worked hard, you moved up, you checked all the boxes, and somehow this is it. What I'm seeing over and over again with smart, capable, high performing people is that they don't fail out of corporate America. They top out. They hit a ceiling that they didn't know was coming. And here's the part nobody talks about: the job that was supposed to give you freedom slowly starts taking it. Starts out, you miss dinners, and then you miss weekends, and then you miss moments with your kids or your spouse that you'll never get back. And not because you don't care, but because the system requires it. And that's when the quiet question starts creeping in. Is this really it? Do I do this for another 10 or 15 years? If I change companies or roles, and am I just going to get right back to the same place? If that's you, I want you to hear this clearly. You're not broken, the system is, and you're not alone. There's another path none of us were taught. And in this video, I'm going to explain why this happens and how people are starting to safely transition out and without blowing up their lives. If we haven't met before, my name's Dustin Neff. I spent over 20 years in corporate America helping people get promoted, grow teams, delivering results. And now I help people do the opposite, figuring out how to exit corporate America safely by using the skills they already have. So here's what nobody prepares you for. Corporate America it's really great for the first 10 to 15 years. You get fast feedback, you get raises, you get promotions, you build momentum, and then something shifts. So the ladder gets shorter, the roles get narrower, and it's just harder to get to the top. So that at that point, it's no longer about performance. It's about politics, timings, who you know. So people do what makes sense. They try a different role. They move to a different company. They chase a bigger title or paycheck. And almost every time they hit the same ceiling again. Different logo, same problem. I know this because I lived it. In 2020, I took what looked like a huge opportunity. So, same company, different city, delivered results that will never be broken. Still, no promotion. So, I thought, well, maybe I need a different role. I've been doing the same thing for, I don't know, 18 years. So, I moved into supply chain as an operations manager. Big promotion, big pay raise, still stuck. And then I moved back to Little Rock, left Nike, got hired by a Fortune 100 company, had the top one sales percent growth in the entire company. And on paper, everything looked great. But in reality, I was stressed, I was tired, I was burnt out, and I was right back to my ceiling. And that's when I realized something most people never do. It wasn't a skill issue. It was it wasn't an effort issue. It's the structure of the system. So the real problem is this: your most valuable skills are being trapped inside a system that caps them. Leadership, problem solving, operations, people development, communication. Inside corporate America, those skills are rewarded with more responsibility. Outside of it, you're rewarded with ownership, flexibility, and leverage. That's the shift no one explains. So here's what most people don't realize: leaving corporate America doesn't mean quitting tomorrow. It doesn't mean risking your family. It doesn't mean starting from zero. What I see over and over is this: people build leverage first. They identify what they're already great at. They choose a vehicle that fits their lifestyle. They start generating income before they leave. Consulting, coaching, service businesses, semi passive income models. This isn't about gambling, it's about transitioning, replacing income intentionally, building confidence through proof, and then leaving when it actually makes sense. So if you're stuck, if you're feeling stuck right now and I want you to hear this. So you're not late, you're not behind, you're not crazy for feeling this way. You just reach the part of the journey where the old rules stop working. And once you see that clearly, everything changes. If this video resonated with you, here's what I want you to do. Sit with it. Think about it. Think about where you're actually at, not where you thought you'd be. And if you want to keep exploring this path, I've got more videos on this channel that break down how people are making this transition safely and strategically. No hype, no pressure, just clarity. That's it for this video. I'll see you on the next one.